Assalamu alaikum. Dear students, welcome to PMDC online lecture room. Today we will discuss grade first year chemistry, chapter number 6, states of matter 3, solids. The topic is types of crystallization. These contents include crystalline solids, type of crystalline solids, ionic solids or ionic crystals, covalent crystals, metallic crystals and molecular crystals. Crystalline solids. So, crystalline solids have their molecules or atoms arranged in a repeating pattern called a lattice structure. The smallest repeating unit of that lattice structure is called a unit cell. They are the most common type of solid. Over 90% of naturally occurring and man-made solids are crystalline. A crystalline solid exists as small crystals, each crystal having a characteristic geometrical shape, also called true solids. Types of crystalline solids. There are 4 types of crystalline solids. They are mentioned below. The first one is ionic crystals. Ionic crystalline solids, which are comprised of positive and negative ions held together by anion attraction, means in an ionic crystal the lattice is made of positive and negative ions. They are held together by ionic bonds. So the ionic bonds are strong electrostatic attractions between oppositely charged ions. In simple ionic structures, we usually find the ions which are normally larger than the cations arranged in a closest packed array. An ionic compound is composed of cations and anions of similar size in 1:1. It typically forms a simple cubic structure. Explanation. So, the explanation includes when an ionic compound is composed of cations and anions of similar size in 1:1, it typically forms a simple cubic structure. For example, cesium chloride, CCl, is an example of this with Cs positive and cesium positive and chlorine is negative. So we can say that ionic compound come in 3 basic forms with trigonal holes, tetrahedral holes and octahedral holes. All of these have different arrangements, typically features smaller ions filling in the holes and larger ones making up the primary structure. So we can say that the cations and anions attract one another in such a manner so that attractive forces are maximized. So the structure of an ionic crystal depends on the charges on the cation and anion and their radii. Properties of ionic crystals. So they possess the following properties. Ionic crystalline solids are known for their high melting and being hard and brittle. Ionic crystals form from a combination of group 1 and 2 metals and group 16 or 17 non-metals or non-metallic ions. The ions may either be monoatomic or polyatomic. Ionic compounds do not conduct electricity as solids but do conduct when molten or in aqueous solution. So means they are soluble in polar solvents like water. We can say that ionic solids have or conduct electricity because the ions can vibrate about their fixed positions. So the molten state means when they are melted or dissolved in water, they conduct electricity. Examples. Common examples include sodium chloride, magnesium oxide and calcium fluoride. This example shows 2 different ions, sodium and chlorine, Na will have positive charge and chlorine is of negative charge. So the blue color shows the Na ions and the green color shows the chlorine ions or chloride ions. Covalent crystals. A covalent network crystal consists of atoms at lattice point of the crystal, with each atom being covalently bonded to its nearest neighboring atom because there are no delocalized electrons. Means in covalent solids, atoms are held together entirely by covalent bonds. Means in an extreme three-dimensional rigid network. Means there are no separate molecules are present in a covalent crystals. So the covalently bonded network is three-dimensional and contains a very large number of atoms. No separate molecules are present in a covalent solids, as in case of molecular solid, which have the separate molecules or separate atoms. So we can say that covalent bond in these crystals are very strong and a huge amount of energy is needed to break these bonds. So these are called covalent crystals. Of covalent crystals are hard, frequently brittle material. The rearranging or breaking of covalent bonds require large amount of energy. Therefore, they have high melting points. Covalent bonds are extreme strong, so they are very hard. Covalent solids are insoluble due to the difficulty of solvating very large molecules. Means they are usually insoluble in polar solvents. Covalent solids are insoluble due to the difficulty of solvating very large molecules. They are poor conductors of heat and electricity and usually insoluble in polar solvents. Examples include diamond is the hardest material known, while cubic carbon nitride Bn is the second hardest. Silicon carbide is very structurally complex and has at least 70 crystalline structures. Network solids include diamond, quartz, many metallites, and oxides of transition metals and metallites. Well-known examples are allotropes of carbon, diamond, and graphite. Metallic crystals. Metallic crystals consist of metal cations surrounded by a sea or a large number of mobile valence electrons. These valence electrons, also referred as delocalized electrons, do not belong to any one of atom but are capable of moving through the entire crystal. As a result, metals are good conductors of heat and electricity. In metals, the electrons in the outermost orbital of the atoms generally very loosely bound, so having high mobility and can move freely from one place to another inside the metallic crystal, that is called conduction electrons. The free electrons are uniformly distributed throughout the metal lattice. Metals, by losing the conduction electrons, are transformed into the positive ions. Thus, a Coulombic interaction between the positive ion and the negative ion arises, which is termed as a metallic bond. Of metallic crystals. So the first one is metallic bonds give metallic crystalline structures their distinctive qualities of being ductile and malleable. So ductile means could be drawn into wires, and malleable, it could be transformed into sheets. They are very hard and high melting point because of their compact structure. The free condition electron make the metallic solids good conductors of heat and electricity. The melting and boiling points are the melting and hardness of the metallic crystals can vary from low to very high and from soft to hard nature. Examples include, some of the most common examples include copper, aluminium, silver, sodium, zinc, and iron. So the metallic crystal with free electrons able to move along the positive metals. So these are the positive ions which are freely moved within these structure. These are the metal ions. The positive charge shows the metal ions and the yellow color shows these are freely or mobile electrons. Molecular crystals. Molecular crystalline solids are comprised of molecules which are held together by dispersion or London dipole-dipole and hydrogen bond interparticle forces. These are all intermolecular forces which are considerably weaker than intermolecular forces such as ionic bonds. Molecular crystals consist of molecules at the lattice points of the crystal, held together by relatively weak intermolecular forces. The intermolecular forces may be dispersion forces in the case of non-polar crystals or dipole-dipole forces in the case of polar crystals. Means we can say that in ice, the molecules in a molecular solids are packed together as closely as their size and shape allow. Because van der Waals forces and hydrogen bondings are generally quite weak compared to covalent and ionic bonds. So molecular solids are more easily broken apart than ionic and covalent crystals. These solids are relatively soft. Indeed, most molecular crystals melt below 200 degrees C. Some properties of molecular crystal. Molecular solids are soft, often volatile, have low melting temperatures, and are electrical insulators. Classes of molecular solids include organic compounds composed of carbon and hydrogen, fluorines, halogens, means include fluorine and halogens, or chlorides, chalcogens, O and S molecules. Larger molecules are less volatile and have higher melting points because their dispersion forces increases with a large number of atoms. They are sufficiently volatile to evaporate directly into the gas phase. Molecular solids have low density and hardness. The elements involved are light and intermolecular bonds are relatively long and are therefore weak, because the forces of attraction present in these solids are very weak. Also, the molecular solids are soft because of the van der Waals forces, and they have low melting points. These include argon, water, naphthalene, nicotine, and caffeine. The diagram shows ice crystal structure. Today's topic include the following assignment. For watching video.